Okay, we're live. We are live right now. We are live right now for this. What I will say is a game that could be extremely, extremely interesting. Like, this is a game that could genuinely be one of the bigger games of the season for the Fever, and we can realistically see what the Fever are all about. And obviously, for any of you guys that are here post watching this later, thank you guys for watching along to this afterwards. And we are wearing a Splash Sisters t-shirt, which might be in the description for merch. If not, micktalkshoopsfortwall.com. You can get a Splash Sisters merch because I'm trusting in Caitlin and Kelsey today. I fully believe Caitlin and Kelsey are going to take over. I mean that. I think they're taking over. And if somebody would just type in chat, that'd be greatly appreciated. That'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. Big win for the Fever. This is going to have to be a huge win for the Indiana Fever. And the game's on early. And I want to thank the WNBA because I don't have to stay up till 4 a.m. anymore tonight. Like, I stayed up super late yesterday watching some games. I watched the Lynx. And that's the funny thing. People are like, oh, you're... Seeing the people like, oh, you just jumped on the WNBA hype train. It's like, even if I did, I stay up till 4 a.m. to watch every freaking... I watch every game this season. Like, how many people are there in the media? Are there in the media or even media adjacent? Because I do stand by it. Social media is the new media. I fully stand by that statement. But, like, how many people even in WNBA adjacent media are watching every single game? Final score will be extremely close. 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to turn off one of my... Yeah, I'm turning off one of my lights. It's just not. It's just a tough one. Sophie should be starting. Would have forgotten the game was early from where you're from. Yeah, the game's on in like 20 minutes. What channel is it coming on? I have absolutely no idea. League Pass. Also, the Sky have a really easy game against the Sparks. If they lose that game... Oh, I gotta watch it on my phone then. What Steph said in the pregame conference. What does Steph say? If she said the words paint touches. Like, it all sounds good, but they don't pass her the damn ball. Shout out Robin, by the way. Shout out Robin. Talking about Caitlin Clark off the ball. It's the most talent she's played with. Yeah, but no, none of them pass the ball. Like, it doesn't matter how talented they are. Natasha Howard's a talent. Doesn't mean she passes the ball. Caitlin Clark improving as a screener and get her look to. Not when they don't swing the ball. Like, if not for the fact that, like, that nobody outside of like she gets relegated. Like, oh my god, it is. Like, Caitlin's gone back to the shooting guards. Oh, lads. The Sky are garbage. Oh my God. You have literally got, do you know how bad it is? You have got a freaking NBA Twitter page. You've got NBA Twitter pages calling out Stephanie White, being like, screening doesn't work when you've got no ball handlers or high IQ players to pass it back. We're not trying to see Lexi Hull dribbling around looking like a deer in headlights. You've got NBA Twitter calling out Stephanie White from this. You've literally got NBA Twitter being like, this is dumb. Oh my God. We're looking at... This is the new paint touches. Caitlin is a screener. She's not getting... Like, she can get looks as a screener. Don't get it twisted. She can get looks as a screener. That is a thing that happens. Not with this team. Not with this team. Looking like a finals rematch. I mean, yeah, the Aces kind of suck. No, there's two teams that look good. Sorry, there's one team that looks good, and there's a team that is just grinding out wins. Hull is starting. Really? Lexi's starting. Wow. There's no way Lexi's starting. There's no way. Oh, not dropping Dewana already. It's too early. It's too early to drop Dewana Bonner. And I understand Lexi's earned a starting spot. It's too early. It's too early. They're starting 5. If you guys agree, if you guys disagree, or if you guys agree, either way, subscribe. I mean, has this been their best 5? Has this been their best 5 so far? Like, we've got Stephanie White in pregame saying that, asked Stephanie White about Clark's comments on balancing the offense, and the Fever will find that. She emphasized the most talent Clark's ever had around her, and the team is gelling to maximize that. Cited how CC improving as a screener can get her looks too. CC improving as a screener can get her looks. But, like, who's going to be Draymond? Who's going to be Sean Livingston? Who's going to be, who's going to be all these players? It's bad enough that you've literally got NBA Twitter. You've got one of the NBA Twitter accounts. You've got basically a Lake Show Yo type player. They went for specific players that don't complement the offense. They literally went and said, you know what? We want to play a motion offense and have Caitlin Clark off the ball. So what are we going to do in the offseason? We're going to sign a whole bunch of the offense stops here type players. We are signing an entire team of the offense stops here players to surround Caitlin Clark and play her off the ball. Like, and at least they got Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham, like, if you're going to play Caitlin off the ball, at least start Sophie. At least start Sophie. I mean that. Like, I can't deal with Kelsey Mitchell point guard anymore. I can't deal with Kelsey Mitchell point guard. All she has basically done is said, and like, like, I'm reading Robin Lundberg, what she said in the interviews. Like, Caitlin Clark said there's a balance between playing on the ball and off the ball and getting the rock in her hands. That's when I'm best in transition. Everybody knows that. As the Fever are still learning. Everybody knows best in transition. Other than their coach. Great teams are going to take that strength away. Coach White on Clark and getting the Fever, everyone involved, and not relying on her talent. So basically, she's basically just said, good teams are going to take Caitlin Clark away. So instead of trying to, figure out a way that we can get Caitlin playing to her strengths, we're just going to relegate Caitlin Clark to a damn decoy. She's as good as said we're going to keep playing decoy if teams keep doing that. Like, there was no attempt to get Caitlin the ball. There was no attempt to get Caitlin open in the last game. And it sounds like she's happy. All you have to do to beat the Fever is rotate players on Caitlin Clark and just be physical with her. That is all you have to do to beat the Fever now. And at least Lexi's starting. Lexi starting means there's energy. There's going to be energy. She's a player who runs. She's a player who cuts. There is. Like, genuinely, that is the thing. Someone said, that's not the full context. She said the work would be to find ways of getting Caitlin Clark cutting, coming off screens. Who cares? Caitlin Clark could be Stephen Curry off the ball. But if Kelsey Mitchell goes dribble, step back, foot on the line, long 2, then it doesn't matter. If Natasha Howard shoots every time she touches the ball, it doesn't matter what Caitlin Clark can do. Caitlin Clark could be standing under the basket and Kelsey Mitchell and Natasha Howard are both going to look her off. Kelsey Mitchell had 1 assist playing point guard in the last game. 1 assist. 1 assist playing point guard. At least the Lexi Hull addition into the starting lineup. At least it's better than the DeWanna Bonner, because you want to know what Lexi Hull does? She works her ass off. She works her ass off. She's going to run the floor, and the ball hits Caitlin Clark's hands, they just look forward. She's going to run, she's going to cut. There's going to be some positive in running. And the team has looked better with Lexi Hull on the floor. The problem is that Lexi Hull might be a worse offense initiator than Kelsey Mitchell. She might be worse at initiating the offense than Kelsey Mitchell. Not only that, you've got Kelsey Mitchell not playing her game too. Kelsey Mitchell's the best cutter in the WNBA. Kelsey Mitchell is the best cutter in the WNBA. And the teams are... and you are taking the ball out of Caitlin Clark's hands. She's more Tyrese Halliburton than she is Steph Curry, and they're trying to turn her into Steph Curry. They're trying to turn... she's more Halliburton than Steph Curry, and they're trying to make her exclusively Steph Curry. But you know what? All those GMs that said that she was a shooting guard, they might be right. And I mean that. I don't even mean that. She's freaking power forward. She's a power forward. But at least one positive situation is Hulls in the game. First coming off the bench is going to be DeWanna Bonner coming in for probably Natasha Howard. That would be my prediction against this team, because who the hell's guarding Stewie? This is not a Natasha Howard game. DeWanna Bonner's got to guard Stewie. Stewie's too good for Natasha Howard. And in fairness, John Quell's too good for Aaliyah Boston. I don't know how the Indiana Fever are going to win this game, but they have a much better chance winning this game with Lexi Hull on the team. In the starting lineup. They do. They've got to run. They've got to sprint. And to do that, the ball has got to be in 22's hands. The ball has got to be in 22's hands. You cannot have the ball in Kelsey Mitchell's hands. The less time Kelsey Mitchell has with the ball in her hands, the better not only she plays, the better it is. Kelsey Mitchell can give you 17 points on 18 shots on the ball. Or off the ball, Kelsey Mitchell can give you 24 points on 14 shots. That is the difference. Caitlin Clark off the ball, ironically, she's a less efficient shooter off the ball. And Caitlin Clark needs the ball because everything she does is in runs. Her points are in runs. Her assists are in runs. Everything Caitlin Clark does is in runs. Everything she does is in runs. So if you take the ball out of her hands, she goes out of rhythm, and every time she touches it, she then starts firing bad shots. It is... I don't understand how you can watch every single team's tactic of getting the ball out of Caitlin Clark's hands and saying, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. If teams go out there and they're trying to say, you know what? We're going to take the ball out of Caitlin Clark's hands, and the Indiana Fever coach just said, fine. Cool. We'll beat you 4-on-4. And, I mean, maybe they could go and do that. Maybe they could win some of these games. And maybe it could be a situation where Caitlin Clark off the ball and they can win 4-on-4. I don't think they can. Because unfortunately, you have a heliocentric player on your team. You have a heliocentric player who does everything in runs. You have a player who has adapted her game into the pick and roll game, who doesn't get much looks without Caitlin. There is no way that the Indiana Fever have hired a coach to turn Caitlin Clark to pull a freaking Gino. To pull a Gino Auriemma. And to an extent, if Caitlin Clark starts playing a shooting guard, if Caitlin Clark is playing shooting guard today, it actually, for the totality of the season, Caitlin Clark playing shooting guard and the Fever losing by 40 might be good for the team. If Caitlin Clark, long term, they go nowhere without Caitlin running the one. They don't do anything without Caitlin running the one. They might win a couple of games without it, but they don't go. They are the 5th, 6th best team in the WNBA with Kelsey Mitchell the one and Caitlin Clark. Kelsey Mitchell played the point guard for one season of her career. They went 5-30. It is obviously they're trying to figure out how to use her, and they're going to NBA teams, but she is more Tyrese Halliburton than she is Steph Curry. And the problem is that playing her off the ball, as we saw, she did not touch the ball for 8 consecutive possessions. There is no point guard. If you had a true 1-2, if you had an Alyssa Thomas instead of Natasha Howard, if you had to play the Draymond role, if you had I'm trying to think of a Fee in there, if you had a Alana Smith with Aaliyah Boston, if you had a Sonia Citron, it might work. This is not going to work. The Indiana Fever are the female Indiana Pacers. They're the female Indiana Pacers if Rick Carlisle said, Taurasi, you're not taking the ball up. Matherin, you're our point guard. And not even. It's like they're like the Pacers if they told Taurasi he was off the ball. Like it is. This is not what we want to see. But at the same time, I am very happy with Lexi Hull going into the starting lineup. I'm very, very happy with that. That is a needed change. Would much rather see it be Sophie, but Lexi Hull is a definite player they need. But yeah, this is... Happy I took some rest. I haven't rested. I have not rested at all. I am still exhausted. But I will be able to get a good sleep tonight. That's the big one. Liberty by 40. I'm going Liberty by 25. Liberty by 25 is my prediction. Even though they have the Fever as the favourites. Liberty by 25. Especially, more so than anything, Kelsey Mitchell is a garbage point guard and Caitlin Clark's not a very good shooting guard. We can be honest, Caitlin Clark's not a very good shooting guard. But Kelsey Mitchell is the second worst point guard in the WNBA. I'm trying to think, who's a worse point guard than Kelsey Mitchell? Liberty -4. Look, I'm not a gambling man. Fever by 20. I'm calling Liberty by 20. 25 via starters will come out in the fourth. Like, the Liberty's bench is insane as well. Let's not... Christy Wallace. Oh my god. That's all I'm going to say. Angel is the worst. Angel Reese is the worst point guard in the WNBA. Yes. We can be honest. When she's playing, I never understood. Like, Angel Reese is the worst point guard in the WNBA. Caitlin not at the point. It seems like they are content with playing Caitlin as shooting guard. The Indiana Fever are a 500 team with Caitlin Clark shooting guard. Like, they're not a bad team by any means. The Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark shooting guard with Natasha Howard and Kelsey Mitchell, and they got talent. Fever by 20. If the Fever win by 20, fair play. Fair play to them. Stephanie White is a genius. Stephanie White's a genius. But like, if Kelsey Mitchell starts off this game as the one, we've just rehired Christy Sides. We've genuinely just rehired Christy Sides. And not only that, if you guys don't know, Kelsey Mitchell's turnover rate is higher than Caitlin Clark's when she plays the one. She turns the ball over more than Caitlin Clark. Fever by 5. I think the Fever can win this game. If Caitlin Clark plays the damn point guard position. Imagine having the best point guard in the history of the WNBA already, prime peak for peak, and saying, nah, we good. We good. They can win. Of course, they can literally beat anyone. All they need to do is get stops and run. They can beat absolutely anyone. The Indiana Fever can beat any team if they just run. Like, nobody. No, I mean this. There's not one team that can keep up with this team when they get stops and run. And like, they do play. They thrive in chaos. The Fever absolutely thrive in chaos. Is the game in Indiana? Like, the Fever thrive in chaos. The Fever are terrible when they slow down. It's been the case for years. Sorry, the Fever are not that bad when they slow it down. They have an ability to win ugly. That doesn't mean they should win ugly. They should try to win ugly. Like, just because you have the ability to do something, you have the ability to grind out a game, doesn't mean you are the damn Connecticut Sun. Like, there's no Alyssa Thomas on this team. There's no Dejanay Carrington on this team. Like, Alyssa Thomas is, as Rick Pitino once said, Larry Bird's not walking through that door. Bill Russell's not walking through that door. Alyssa Thomas is not walking through that door. Dejanay Carrington's not walking through that door. Bree Jones is not walking through that door. All right, we got the game on my phone anyway, so. I think I'm probably going to wear glasses for this game. I think my glasses are here already. No, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I get my glasses. Phone screen too small, lads. Phone screen too small. Unfortunately, the phone screen does not make for great viewing here. So we're putting on the old glasses. Have not wore these in a long time. I only ever wear them to drive. I only wear my glasses when I drive, even though my vision is not good at all. Not deteriorating, which is a positive. There we go. There we go. I can see the game better. Yeah. Skylar Diggins has been the best point guard this year. Yeah. Yeah, Skylar Diggins has been the best point guard this year. I look 110% smarter now. If I bring out my maths degree, would that help as well? If I bring out my maths degree, my diploma for my maths degree. Is anyone concerned she can't make a left-hand layup? She hasn't taken a left-hand layup. She has to take a left-hand layup to make a left-hand layup. Oh my god. I'm actually like... It's so weird being able to like see everything. And like when I take them off, everything's blurry again. It's so weird being able to see everything. Always gets better numbers in the Sky game. Why would it not get better numbers in the Sky? Oh, sorry. The is CBS bigger than ABC? I had to watch in Alaska. Hopefully, oh my god, I'm getting a bit of a headache. Splash Sisters, yeah. CBS big, yeah. I don't know anything about America, to be honest. I know very little about the nation of the United States. CBS equals ABC equals NBC equals Fox as far as size. Okay. So obviously Leo Phoebus is starting. Obviously, they're starting. They're expected starting 5. The good thing is that I would. Who do you think guards are? Phoebus or Cloud? Or do you think they're like dumb and they just put Sab on her? Chat, Phoebus or Cloud? Who guards her? He scored off the damn tip. Liberty by 20 is the is my prediction. Liberty by 20. Aaliyah is not. No, Aaliyah's about 6'3" at a push. She's 6'3", and that's being generous saying she's 6'3". It's not an ideal start, to be honest. And Natasha Howard is taking the ball up first possession. First possession, Natasha Howard takes the ball up. At least run the pick and roll. Good pass, Caitlin. Good. Wow, imagine. No game in West Palm Beach, CBS. So, Caitlin's guarding Phoebus, so they're guarding each other. At least Caitlin kind of take plays off on Phoebus a little bit. Yeah, they just can't live with Jonquil. Good, Caitlin's taking the damn ball up. That's what we like to see. Is she calling her own number? Nothing's on. Oh, good take, Aaliyah. Are they going to call an assist for that? Good take by Aaliyah there. They're going to give her an assist for that. Okay, we'll take that. Oh my god, Natasha Howard. That's the worst defense I've ever seen. That's the worst defense I've ever seen. Oh my God, Kelsey, what are you even trying to do? Can Kelsey Mitchell stop playing point? Can she stop taking the ball up? She just goes coast to coast and does dumb shit. That's what we need from you, Kelsey. Run the floor, please. Like, Kelsey Mitchell, when she runs the floor and plays off ball, she's brilliant. When she thinks she's a point guard, she's garbage. Good refusal on the screen. Aaliyah's got to be over there to help. Good defense. Into Stewie. Caitlin just got caught on John Quell. Don't foul. You're kidding me. Please be on Natasha Howard. Please be on Howard. Okay, good. Caitlin has 3 assists in 2 minutes. Kelsey Mitchell shoots every time she touches the ball. That's why I said it last year. Do not give Kelsey Mitchell the ball until there's about 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. She's either wide open or you don't give her the ball. Good screen, Howard. Oh, good. Kelsey, you got to be better than that. You've got to be better than that, Kelsey. What is Kelsey Mitchell doing? The Fever have looked so dangerous on the break. They've looked so dangerous on the break. Good drag screen, Natasha. Good drag screen. Oh, great take, Caitlin. Oh, my God. Janelle Salone was not drafted 3 years ago. Every single person who watched EuroLeague was like, Janelle Salone is as good as a top 5 pick. Like, you can see it in this video. I said Janelle Salone is the equivalent of getting a top 2 pick in this draft. And it's a pity Malonga's playing for Noelle Quinn, who notoriously does not play rookies. Like, ever. Caitlin has 3 points and 3 assists in 3 minutes. Not going to get many boards because Phoebish is just on her. Oh, did Natasha Howard just miss that layup? At least they're running. It's something. The team can score 9 points in 3.5 minutes. In 3 minutes, but it's 13 points in a quarter with Caitlin at the 2. That's iffy. We live with that. They're playing fast. I don't give a damn how many turnovers there is. Their defense is... The Liberty are a much better defensive team than Atlanta. They just don't maul people. We got Caitlin Clark back. Yeah. Turnovers and all. It's 2, isn't it? Yeah. The only way the Fever win is by running. Natasha Howard for Dwana Bonner. Dwana Bonner for Howard should be a sub. Yeah. Smart. Wearing glasses now. I'm watching the game on my phone, so it's really small. I very rarely wear my glasses. So Breanna, Brick. That's a hack. Howard's been getting picked apart. That's the thing, like, it is what it is. Is there anyone foul trouble for them? No. Stewie on 1, Phoebe on 1. Like, you want them to have to put, like, a freaking Rebecca Gardner or something on her. Great pass, Caitlin. Aaliyah's got 6 points. Everything out of the pick and roll. 3 of 3 from the field. Like, it's ridiculous how that combination works. Caitlin scored or assisted on every point so far. They just call that as a foul. There's no way that's a foul. Tasha Howard's on 2. Good turnovers. Yeah, of course. I'd rather an aggressive turnover than her not touching the ball. Was it a foul? Tash Cloud is so good for the Liberty, though, in general. The Liberty's team is stacked. How do they manage to get Tash Cloud for a freaking 2026 first and, in fairness, actually, Anissa Morrow. Fair enough. At least Aaliyah's setting screens in the backcourt. Oh. Oh. Smart move. Like, good move. It's just not working out. Just not working out. Like, everything's going through Caitlin. That's what you want to see. Even though Caitlin is... Good block, Aaliyah. It's obviously Fever ball, it looks like, is it? The Fever can play at this pace. The Liberty can't. The Liberty cannot play at this pace. I still think it's crazy that Aaliyah Boston won 2022 Player of the Year. One of 19 for Breanna, never forget. Big board. Oh, unlucky Lexi. Oh, good steal. Okay, Lexi. I couldn't give a damn about Caitlin Clark's turnovers. Their defense looks suspect. They're not a good defensive team. I don't care what their rating is. They're not a good defensive team. Like, that is... They're literally giving up open layups. How many open layups have the Fever given up? And Phoebus is on 2. Let's go. That's massive. Phoebus is on 2. Great take by Lexi. But Phoebus being on 2 changes it. Because they have to now put Tash Cloud on her. So Tash Cloud can't guard Mitchell anymore. So who's coming off the bench? Probably Maureen Johannes. So you're looking at Maureen Johannes or Sabrina on Kelsey. So you just attack that matchup every single time. Did you hear the Dolphin sounds that cut the commercial? Did they? Oh my god, they played the noise. Oh my god. The dolphin noise. The dolphin noise. Oh my god. Yeah, it's not even hand checking, just pushing. It's in between hand checking. What's Caitlin have? 3 turnovers? 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 points in 5 minutes. Ryan Howard would have been fouled out in the first 6 minutes of the game. Guess Sophie Cunningham in the lineup. I would guess Sophie Cunningham for Lexi might be the next sub. Five turnovers too. But, like, how many times did the team turn the ball over? The team have turned the ball over 3 times in 5 minutes, which is not ideal. But it's on track for 20, which is probably in and around what the team has anyway. Like, love the show. Appreciate it. Also, lads, we got 800 in here. If we could get to 200 likes, that'd be incredible. And if anyone's not subscribed, if we can somehow get to 47.3k subs by the end of this stream, that would be absolutely ridiculous, lads. Be absolutely ridiculous. But, how many assists and points did Reese have at the turnovers? I mean, like, lads, can we stop trying to make this Caitlin Clark Angel Reese rivalry? As we saw, it's like if Magic Johnson, or it's like if Stephen Curry decided to have having a rivalry with Marcin Gortat. I genuinely don't even know what that was. I don't even know what that was from DeWanna Bonner. Was that foul on Bonner? Ryan Howard, Caitlin, Paige, Caitlin. All these players play the same position and are better. Sophie comes in for Mitchell. Kelsey was Caitlin Clark, splashes. Sophie was Lexi, was Bash Sisters. I mean, you're not wrong with that. Lexi got subbed on. Good foul by Kelsey, but that's her on 2. Her on 2, isn't it? Kelsey and Natasha Howard are on 2. Howard has to come off the bench. I mean, Howard can do what she does, like. Heard the Dolphin, yeah. I don't even mind. With this lineup, I don't mind Caitlin playing off the ball that much. What? She turned the ball over again? No. What the hell happened here? Kelsey Mitchell at the point. Oh, so there's a shot up before anything else happens. I'm like 15 seconds behind. Kelsey Mitchell goes. Kelsey Mitchell does not pass the ball. Great take, Aaliyah. Why is Kelsey Mitchell? And just running coast to coast. Oh my god. How is that not a foul? She just got hacked. She just got hacked. Like, that's not even an attempt. She just grabbed her. Caitlin Clark's doing something wrong. What do you mean? She just got hacked. She literally got hacked. She got fouled on 2 of those turnovers. They're like, she dribbles the ball in the corner and they just hacked her. They can't call them all. Yes, they can. Until the refs change the actual tactics. Like, until the refs start actually reffing the game. Hacking Caitlin Clark is the best way to stop her. At least Sophie Cunningham will pass the ball to Caitlin. Great take. Great freaking take. Like it's literally hacking Caitlin Clark is the best way to guard the Fever. It's not trying to play defense. It is send bodies so that they all have enough fouls and hack her. Because the refs aren't going to call them all. Like, ironically enough, you look at the box score and you see 4 turnovers. Caitlin's been unbelievable this quarter. 6 points, 5 assists in a quarter. And that was almost... She did a good job. She was a little bit late on that one. What a pass, Caitlin. What a cut, Lexi. Great steal, Bonner. Lexi for 3. Oh, my God. That is what you need. That is what Lexi holds on the floor for. That is what Lexi holds on the floor for. Cutting, hitting open shots, and energy. Good take by Sabrina. No, Lexi's been fantastic. She's been absolutely fantastic. The team has looked at its best. Like, this is probably the best lineup the team has, to be honest. In this game specifically, this is the best lineup the team can go out with. Like, Sophie Cunningham, you see, she dribbles the ball up a point and actually has her head up. Oh, what a pass. What a pass from Caitlin. Like, by the way, Caitlin is 1 assist off setting the record for most assists in a quarter, by the way. Just letting you know. Offensive foul. Let's go, Lexi. Lexi has 1. No, Lexi's got 2. Like, Lexi literally... Or Caitlin has 6... When did Caitlin not get her? I thought she had 7. Sorry. She's 2 assists off breaking the record. She's 1 assist off tying it. She's 1 assist off tying her own record for most assists in a quarter. She had a 3? No, who's a 3? Sophie? To Dantas, who gets it 2. That was almost another turnover. Sophie Cunningham for 3. Clark on 30 assist pace. Yeah, you're not wrong with that. Is Caitlin on 1 or 2? 1, yeah, he probably was, to be fair. Probably was, you know. She got caught and it was going to be... I'm on delay. I mean, I'm on League Pass. It's always delayed. She missed a free throw? Never seen a more unskilled sport. Have you ever watched Irish professional basketball? Going out. I wouldn't mind someone clotheslined Caitlin Clark. They just went around her neck. Like, no, Caitlin just made it look like she got hit in the head. Caitlin missed a free throw. Oh my god. She's not shooting well from the free throw line. Why is Sophie Cunningham bringing up the ball is fine because she'll at least pass. She'll at least pass the ball. We're cool. If Caitlin Clark shoots 75, 80% from the free throw line, we're fine. Even if she drops 10% on last year, we're fine. Like, you can live with Caitlin Clark's free throw percentage. You can live with her. Turnovers are high. Of course they are. She's aggressive. Great defense, DeWanna. DeWanna Bonner's been really good here. Caitlin Clark having a shooting slump. She's shooting 2 of 3 from the field and missed 1 free throw. She's shooting 66. And Caitlin has to foul. Lexi. This is why you don't give the ball to anyone else to take it up. What are we doing? Caitlin's now picked up 2 because of a dumb play by Lexi. That's so bad. She committed a take foul. You see, no think pieces there. Caitlin commits a take foul. No think pieces there. I was about to say, there's no way Caitlin Clark turned the ball over there. Oh, that's just... It's fine. It's fine. Good offensive quarter. Like, Fever can't get worse on defense. The Fever cannot get worse than that on defense. It's fine. The Fever cannot get worse than that on defense or defensively. 202 likes so far. Come on, we got 1,000 people here. We can get to 300, right? We can get to 347.225k. Come on, surely 4 of you guys aren't subscribed. We can get to 300 likes. Will this pace continue? I think the longer this pace goes, the better it is for the Fever. The longer this game stays super fast, the better it is for Indiana. Caitlin got 4 turnovers. Teammates can't catch the ball. The turnover to Aaliyah was because she couldn't catch the ball. Kelsey's was because she had a layup and decided not to look. Didn't know where she was. One of them was just a complete mix-up. And the other one was Caitlin getting hacked. So, like, and that's the thing. When you look at turnovers, you're like, there's good and bad turnovers. They're all aggressive turnovers, so I don't really care. I don't really care. There's an aggressive turnover and a hack that wasn't called. 7 points, 6 assists in the quarter. I'm pretty sure Caitlin Clark has. But, like, Caitlin Clark is currently on for 28 and 20. Am I right? And 24? She's on for 28 and 24. Yeah, Caitlin's playing aggressive. I don't care about how many times she turns the ball over. Happy with her play overall. There's only one player I'm not happy with right now. Tasha Howard's fouling. It's not her. I don't think it's her game. I don't think it's Natasha Howard's game, but the only player I'm annoyed with this season, I'm actually annoyed with this season, is Kelsey Mitchell. Because Kelsey Mitchell has turned into Arike Light. And Aaliyah is killing it. Aaliyah has 10 points without a missed shot. All from being spoon-fed by Caitlin. Or spoon-fed by DeWanna Bonner once. Sophie Cunningham's been fantastic. And Lexi Hull's fantastic. Yeah, Lexi Hull's killing it. 7 points on no misses. Kelsey running the floor and shooting because last year she was a lot of time scoring layups and she was running off the ball. Kelsey Mitchell is a terrible on-the-ball player. I said this last year and people were like, no, look at her isolation stats. I'm like, yeah, because she's attacking closeouts. The more times Kelsey Mitchell dribbles the ball, the worse she is. Like, thoughts Knicks Pacers? Pacers? Like, this is where you can get Caitlin a rest. This is where you can get her a rest. Because they got Cloud in there. Dantas pretends that screen. Good screen, Duana. Really good by Duana Bonner. It's a good take. That's genuinely a good take. Need more take from me during timeouts. Okay. Sophie Cunningham. Oh, she's a layup. That's a bad miss. Great steal, Duana. Great job, Bonner. Duana Bonner has been fantastic. 1-0 Arsenal against who? Like, it's the Premier League. It doesn't really... The only thing that really matters is... Wait, what actually happened in the last game? It's tomorrow. Are Arsenal even playing? Like, Caitlin Clark, by the way, she has 6 assists and also 3 passes to miss layups. Duana Bonner has been fantastic. I don't care how many points she scored. She's been fantastic. She stole the ball twice. She's been a net positive on a team. Has Bonner made a field goal? Yeah, she scored like 7 points in her first game. That's not... It probably is a foul. Probably is a foul on Dantas. Duana Bonner is like, what, 3-time 6th player of the year? I don't think she cares about coming off the bench. Kennedy Burke's been unbelievable this year. She's been absolutely unbelievable. Like, if I was the Fever, because of how Kennedy Burke plays, she's playing the 5, I would just go small. I'd literally just say, you know what, like, we don't need Dantas. Duana, you go play center. And just maybe even try playing Kelsey Mitchell in the game right now and have her as a tertiary ball handler. Like, so you can see Sophie Cunningham is actually trying to run the show as a point guard. And she takes to the basket there. Great cut by Lexi and getting out of there on time. Great take. Great take by Lexi Hull. Good defense by Caitlin, I think. Caitlin's Kobe. She's going to shoot. Yeah, but no coaches were dumb enough to tell Kobe he was a point guard. Oh, is that Phoebish gone? Oh, she kind of collides with Lexi there. That was I have to say, good grade. Phoebish like 24, 25 maybe. She's whatever age Kate Martin is. I think she's like a month younger or older than Kate Martin. I think she's 2000s. She doesn't look good. She doesn't look good at all. Like, that's... Caitlin's not getting open. I mean, if she ends the game with with 20 and 15, I don't care. Good switch. Great take by Sabrina Ionescu. It's good defense. It didn't look like there was anything there in that, though. Like, you never know. And even Duana Bonner plays with her head up. Oh, clear out. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Don't mind it. Kennedy Burke can't miss. She's 7 for 8 in the season, for God's sake. Good cut. Smart move. Smart move. Kennedy Burke looks to be the best three-point shooter in the league. Yeah. Yeah. Kelsey Mitchell's back in the game for Caitlin. So please have Sophie at the one. I don't mind this, but just let Sophie run the one. If Sophie runs the one, this can work. And Kelsey Mitchell gets it to the one at least. Good take, Kelsey. That's fine. Use your dribble. You can ISO Kelsey Mitchell, but like not off of freaking coast to coast. We're looking at freaking Enrique Mitchell out here. But again, look, not a bad start at all for any of them. Did Mitchell miss a free throw? Get Aaliyah back in now, I'd say. I'd say get Aaliyah back in. And then wait till about 5 to get Caitlin back in. Okay, so Niara's not playing. Okay, Aaliyah and Howard. That's fine. When Stewie's not on the floor, you can play Howard. Did she hit the backboard in the free throw? Like, that one wasn't even close to going in. Jonquel Jones, the best center in the WNBA, and like, unless you consider Aja center, it's Jonquel, and it's not even close. And also, Aja, or Jonquel, does tend to get the better of Aja. No, we're watching Kelsey Mitchell back at point guard. At least she gave it to AB that time. Great cut. It's not good. That's not good. They have a new type of offense called stand there and do nothing. Yep. That wasn't a bad offense. That was just a miss. I don't know what the hell happened there. What the hell happened here? What is so... Oh, it's just bad defense. Just bad defense. It's fine. It's just dumb. Fever is 13 of 21 field goals. And they're down by 7. Why'd you put Kelsey Mitchell back in the game? You've got minus 12 Kelsey Mitchell in the game. Like, she's played 8 minutes. There's what? There's been 14. So in the 6 minutes she has not played. In fairness, they're plus 5. Oh, Kelsey. You know what? Christy Sides, I have to say, Christy Sides was on, like, knew how to use Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell was essentially no assists for CC always says something. She has 6. She has 6 assists. 6 of them. Kelsey Mitchell could have Steph Curry on her team and she still call her own number. Lexi Hull could have 15 points in this game just on wide open cuts. They're not guarding her. But like, Kelsey's still clutch though. She's still clutch. Like, I would assume the best thing you can do if you're the Indiana Fever is bring Kelsey off the bench. Caitlin Clark, 0 of 7 threes in her last 2 games, sure. Okay. He's missed 7 threes in a row. It is what it is, like. Players miss shots. Breanna went 1 of 19 in Game 5 of the finals. You can't bench a Supermax player. Sure you can. Erica Wheeler was a Supermax player. Erica Wheeler was the highest paid player in the league at one stage. Jonquel Jones is unbelievable. And New York are better than Indiana. New York and Minnesota are better than Indiana. It's right now. It is get to the playoffs, get to the semis to face one of them and hope they have a bad series. Like, the Indiana Fever are not the best team in the WNBA. They're not the second best team in the WNBA. That is crazy. Shot that over Jonquel. They're on a 10-1 run since Caitlin's been taken off, if I'm not mistaken. No, well. They're on a 12-1 run, most of that since Caitlin's been taken off. Kelsey Mitchell jumps away. She doesn't want to pick up a third foul. It's a good shot by Sophie. It's unlucky. Oh my god. Twelve to 1 run, yeah. Oh my god. They're just better. They're just better. AB, set the screen, please. That's just idiotic. Caitlin's there, nobody cuts. It's an and 1. Like, nobody's close. Nobody else is even close to those two teams. It's the Liberty, the Lynx, and then it's the best. No, the Fever are not. The Fever are no better than last year. And I mean that. They're no better than last year. Good pass to Kelsey. What was that? What was that? Good shot, I guess, but like... And Caitlin can't foul because she's on 2. What is Kelsey trying to do here? What is she trying to do? What is she trying to do? She took 8 dribbles for a contested 3. What is she even trying to do? Oh my god. This is the reason why they didn't want to keep Kelsey Mitchell coming out of the... They basically... You can see from Kelsey Mitchell, they basically told her they weren't guaranteed to offer the Supermax. Great pass, Caitlin. Good pass, good. Just keep running the pick and roll. Don't go literally every possession. They don't know how to guard it. Every single possession, the Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston pick and roll. Screw your offense, Stephanie White. The only thing you do well is the Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston pick and roll. They're not denying it. Great take, Tash Cloud. Run, run, run. They've got a player on the ground. Run. Natasha Howard's. What are you trying to do? Caitlin Clark, 6 turnovers. They are playing. Caitlin turnover machine. Yeah. Yeah. But she's the only one trying to do anything. She's the only player trying to do anything. I'd rather this turnover than freaking none. Like, Natasha Howard legitimately just can't catch passes. They're jealous. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Caitlin Clark could break the assist and the turnover record in this game. Like, she could honestly break both records in this game. What does Caitlin have? 6 turnovers? 7 assists? Oh, it's a bad miss. Good finish. Clark's missing layups. She's missed a layup. A layup. You can't put the word S in there. She's missed a layup. There is another turnover from Caitlin Clark. Are you about 3 minutes behind? But no, Caitlin Clark could set the assist and the turnover record in this game, and I wouldn't be surprised. Caitlin Clark, 19 assists. Whatever. What is the WNBA turnover record? She could probably going to set it in this game. Still going to... She's going to set the all-time turnover record as well, by the way. It's 10, so she's going to break it today. She's 1,000,000% breaking the all-time turnover record today. I don't care as long as if the Fever win. If the Fever win this game, she could have 25 turnovers. Did she get fouled on that one? She was looking for free throws. Either way, it doesn't matter. Aaliyah got the tip in. Like, Caitlin's played 15. By the way, Caitlin has played 15 of 17 minutes. 15 of 17 minutes, and they're -4. Caitlin has not played 2 of 17 minutes, and they are -11 or -6. They are -6 in the 2 minutes. Single game turnover record's 14. I looked it up and it said 10. If it's 14, Caitlin's not going to break. Oh, she might. She might break that. They only have 8 turnovers a team, which for the Indiana Fevers, playing like this isn't that bad. They can't play defense. That's the only problem, is the Fever can't play defense. Like, the Fever have been fine on offense. Caitlin's played well today. Like, she's genuinely played well. Like, if you can just look at box scores. Caitlin's played well. She's questioning her scoring. She made one pass she shouldn't have missed a layup. Okay. Caitlin has been poor. If you think Caitlin's been poor, you're reading a box score. You're not watching this game if you think Caitlin Clark's been bad. The Indiana Fever with Caitlin on the floor are in this game. With Caitlin off the floor, they literally don't look like they belong in the same court as the Liberty. They don't look like they belong in the same court without her on the floor. With her on the floor, it's close. And by the way, with Kelsey Mitchell off the floor, the Fever are the better team by a mile. Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull, and DeWanna Bonner is a 5 that is as good as the Liberty. Kelsey Mitchell and Natasha Howard are the reason they're losing this game. There's, like, They're just not. It's like they're, as soon as they touch the ball, the shot goes up. The shot goes up. So Breanna's cooking. Does she hit one here? I'm like 15, 20 seconds behind. That's idiotic. Idiotic defense. What a pass. Nope, let's go, Caitlin. The Wanderboner has to be there for the layup. And she's questioning her own passing. Oh. Sabrina's been better than Caitlin this game. Has she, though? Yeah, she has, in fairness. In fairness, yeah, she has. I didn't realize Sabrina has 15. Fair enough. Yeah, Sabrina's been definitely better today. She's on Maureen Johannes, which will be an interesting one. The Liberty are so much better. Just look at how they move the ball. Oh, good pass, Caitlin. Oh my God, what a pass. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is a crazy pass. Like, Aaliyah does not... Oh my God. I don't give a damn how many turnovers you have when you can make that pass. If she throws that to Natasha Howard, it's going... I don't know where it's going to go. But it's not going to go into anyone's hands. Like, what are you doing, Natasha? Like, that is idiotic. That is dumb. That is so dumb. That is so dumb. Nuno Gomez, get the fuck out of my chat. You're not watching the game. You are not watching the game. Get the fuck out of my chat. But, oh my God, she literally... She runs. She looks for the short roll. She looks for, what's her name on the short roll? Natasha Howard. She looks for Natasha Howard on the short roll. Natasha Howard's running away. So Caitlin's just caught on the wing with no one anywhere near her. She literally cannot run the pick and roll. Like... Oh my God. Why did she pick up her dribble? Because she thought she didn't think the player was going to just run to nowhere. She ran the pick and go nowhere. She ran the pick and go nowhere. It wasn't a pick and roll. It wasn't a pick and pop. It wasn't a short roll. She ran the pick and go nowhere. Like, what the hell does she think is going to happen? What does she think is going to happen? They got Caitlin Alcatraz. Just, I mean this. Like, every offense that is not a, that isn't a CC and Boston PNR is a bad offense for Indiana. Like, imagine telling Steve Nash, just run to it. Good shot. Good board. Natasha Howard's been so bad. Oh my God. She's 0-5. Aaliyah hasn't missed a shot now. They're good shots. We live with that. We live with good shots. She's 0-5 at the minute. Oh my God. It's 5 3. She's missed 10 threes in a row. That's not good. Boston, Lexi. Kelsey Mitchell is not in the best 5 for the Fever in this game. Natasha Howard just watches Caitlin Clark. Is just watching Caitlin Clark not for the best. Why is Caitlin... Good pass, Kelsey. Why is Kelsey setting the screen? Please, Aaliyah, set that screen. Great pass. Great take. I don't care. I don't care that she missed it. Great take. Every play that is not a Kelsey. The Fever, that 1-2 pick and roll is the hardest offense to stop. Just showing up threes. All bar one have been open. They're good looks. She's just missing them. And you don't tell a shooter to stop shooting. Shooting open, that is. If she's forcing it, she's forcing it. She's shooting open. Natasha Howard's the Michael Jordan of Alyssa Smith. She's a better version of Alyssa Smith. They're the same player. All right, 1 for 2. AB shooting 90% from the field, yeah. Clearly a moving screen. Clearly a moving screen. Caitlin 0 of 9 from 3. She's in what? In the last 2 games, she's 0 of 10. She was 0 of 5 today. Okay, what the hell happens here? Get her going left. Get her going left. Good take, Aaliyah. The Bonner just way off pace. That's not a foul. Is it? She's way off Pete. That's not a foul. That is not a foul. She just missed the layup. Sophie bumped her. Sophie did not bump her. She stood up straight. Sophie didn't move. Not a good half. No, this version of Caitlin Clark, the only thing, like, the CC off-ball experiment needs to end. The Fever look like the freaking... Look like a top 3... Look like a lottery team. And CC gets... Like, she doesn't get... Isn't able to find rhythm. Like, just end the experiment. End the experiment. And just end the experiment. The Fever are going to be a 500 team if Caitlin Clark plays shooting guard. The options can't be Caitlin Clark stand in the corner. Yeah. The only options seem to be Caitlin Clark stand in the corner or Caitlin go watch. Because as much as she's turned the ball over, she still has 8 assists and a half. But, like... Everything we said she needed to work on in the offseason, she got worse. She got stronger. She got stronger. Until they play some defense, they're a 5th or 6th seed. Like, they're going to be a top 5 seed. Deliberately are locking her ass up. She's missed 4 wide open threes. And of her 6 turnovers, 3 of them have been because Natasha Howard just runs. She doesn't look at Caitlin Clark. 3 of them have been because Natasha Howard has been wide open and just decided she just didn't want to catch the ball. Kelsey Mitchell had a layup and decided she did not want to catch the ball. It's game 3. Like, Caitlin looks as bad. She looks worse than she did game 3 last year. Game 3 last year, Caitlin had 22 points and looked really confident. She got her confidence. It's game 4, and she looks worse than she did in game 4 last year. Caitlin Clark's not having a bad game. Outside of Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, and Sophie Cunningham, she's been their 4th best player. Natasha Howard has been awful. Kelsey Mitchell is... Like, lads, the Indiana Fever are plus what? I'm pretty sure in Caitlin Clark minutes without Kelsey Mitchell, they're plus 11. They're probably plus 10, plus 11 in Caitlin Clark without Kelsey Mitchell minutes. All the new teammates. Why could they not have just gotten Janelle Salone or something? Missing good. That's the only positive. The only positive is that they're just missing shots. Compared directly last year versus this Liberty, yeah, well, last year's Liberty had Benijah Laney Hamilton, who's a better defender than anyone on this team. Is there a way to see those stats? It's without question plus 10. It's without question plus 10. The Caitlin without Kelsey Mitchell minutes. Because there's no minutes. Or maybe it's... Sorry. It's... Yeah. Is it? No, sorry. It's plus 8. It's plus 8. Because there was no minutes without either of them on the floor. And Kelsey Mitchell is minus 14. Is it plus 8? Either way, it's there or thereabouts. My stream's far behind. Yeah, because I'm watching on League Pass. The Fever suck. This version of Fever suck. Sophie Cunningham minus 10, but that was all when Caitlin was on the bench. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he was at other people. I don't know how the YouTube works. Caitlin Benson, of course, she's Caitlin Clark. Like, you're acting like Aja Wilson didn't get outscored by Kiki Iriafen yesterday. New York's hitting more threes. They've got shooters. Outside of Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever are shooting well from 3. They got shooters. AB ready to drop 30. You know it. You know it. This offseason is not looking smart. It is not looking smart. I don't even mind the one Bonner acquisition. They're all over Caitlin. That's nothing to do with this game. The problem is that Kate, like... What I think Caitlin needs to do, she's just hit 1. Caitlin scores in bunches. She hits 3 in a row at times. And she might score back-to-back-to-back possessions. But she is in no rhythm. Like, they are literally taking rhythm away from Caitlin Clark. Like, she is a player who needs rhythm. There are certain players that, like, Caitlin Clark's having a bad game. Caitlin Clark is on track to possibly tie the all-time assist record in this game. They're down by 9, and when she's on the floor, they are neck and neck. They are neck and neck with the Liberty with her on the floor, and she may tie the all-time assist record. Like, Like, she's been 100 times better today than on Thursday. But, like, I'm sorry, the jury's out on Stephanie White. Like, it's not even fun to watch them play basketball anymore. And they're not even fun to watch. They're not even fun to watch anymore. They don't run. They stopped running. Like, half of Caitlin's turnovers are because she's expecting players to run. They don't run. No, you did not have fun with Christy Sides coaching. You had fun with Caitlin Clark coaching the team. Give me Giggsy till the end of the damn season at this stage. Give me Bonner till the end of the season. Give me Bonner till the end of the season. Like, I can live with a loss. Like, there's no shame in losing to the New York Liberty. There is no shame with losing to the New York Liberty. It's how the team is losing. It's how the team won against the Atlanta Dream. It's how the team lost to the Atlanta Dream. It's nothing to do with the losses. It's nothing to do with the wins and losses. By the way, 2-2 out of these 4 games. They had a genuinely tough start. It is how they're losing. I'm in because Caitlin Clark's having a bad game. Like, I'll just get the fuck out of my chat, to be honest. Like, it is... Like, you've got a player, by the way. You've got a player who only excels with the ball in their hand a lot. And you've said, nah. You've said, nah. She's not having a good game. Caitlin's not playing well. She's not playing badly. She's not playing badly. The Fever genuinely don't. They don't go to the basket. Is this Coach White's fault? That they're down 9? No. It's just annoying how they're playing. It's just how they're playing. Like, this team, they're playing better defense, and I know they got killed in that half. It's only the 4th game. We were calling for Christy Sides to get fired in preseason. New York's motion offense creates more opening than a 2-man game. Every single time the Fever have gone to the 2-man game, they've scored. Aaliyah Boston has 17 points. Every single one of them from the 2-man game. Caitlin Clark has assisted Aaliyah Boston 7 times in this game. She has assisted Aaliyah Boston 7 times. 7. And they've gone away from the pick and roll. The only good thing the Fever do have is the 2-man game. The only good thing the Fever have is the 2-man game. They don't run anymore. I'm not even blaming the refs at this stage. Caitlin got hacked once. They don't run anymore. Kelsey Mitchell doesn't cut anymore. Like, the refs have been fine, yeah. A couple of bad calls here and there. They've been all around, they've been fine. Like, Natasha Howard, Jesus, she's been bad. Seven points, 6 turnovers, 2 of 8. Caitlin Clark's ass. I mean, your favorite had... And if you're coming in with Caitlin Clark's ass, I mean, your favorite just had 2 points and, 5 turnovers, 2 points, and 0 of 8 from the field and got swatted 4 times in a row. So, I can always double down. Caitlin Clark's worst game is better than the fake rival's best game, let's be real. Fever have no answer. They've no answer for just the offense. You got passers. Like Natasha Cloud, Sabrina, John Quell, Stewie, they'll all pass the ball. They'll all swing the ball. They'll all do smart things. The Indiana Fever have 1.5 players because when Caitlin Clark is playing off the ball, she does dumb shit all the time. The only player who is smart they've got 2.5 smart players. You got Leah Boston, you got Sophie Cunningham, and maybe Dwana Bonner. 3.5 smart players. And I'm going to say a half. So she's 8 assists. The only reason I'm saying a half for Caitlin Clark is when Caitlin Clark plays off the ball, like, she just does dumb shit all the time. Realize this is a team. Well, yeah. The Bulls were a team as well. They didn't tell Michael Jordan to go stand in the corner. Like, Stephanie White is not trying to sabotage Caitlin Clark. She's trying to win. She's trying to win games, and she thinks the best way to win is to not give the ball to Caitlin. Like, she's the coach. She's allowed to make her decisions. I just think they're dumb. They're dumb. Thank you to $5. Maybe New York Knicks can learn from the Liberty about how to handle Indiana basketball team properly. I mean, look, if Rick Carlisle was telling Tyrese Halliburton to go stand in the corner, then I think that Tom Thibodeau would be fine. And you don't even have to coach. You don't even have to have a game plan against the Fever. Stephanie White she'll execute your game plan for you. And that's where the difference is. Caitlin didn't go stand in the corner last year. We all know that. And this is the problem I have with Paige Bueckers. She's listening to her coach. Caitlin did not listen to Christy Sides. Ironically, Caitlin Clark not respecting Christy Sides is why the Fever were better last year. Caitlin Clark respects Stephanie White, so she will happily screw over her game for the team because she is coachable. The problem is like, as we've said it, the problem with Paige or Chris Coughlin is if he tells Paige to go stand in the corner, he'll do it. She'll do it. That was the problem with Paige and Gino. She's standing in the corner because she doesn't know how to play with the ball in her hands. They have a motion offense. Count the amount of times the ball gets swung. The ball gets reversed. Maybe twice and a half. Maybe twice a quarter the ball gets reversed from the Fever. You can look up any basketball analytic you want. First side attack that is not a wing pick and roll is essentially like it halves the field goal percentage. And all they do is first side attack isolations. Needs to end until Caitlin's a better off-the-ball mover. We get high IQ distributors that will find her. Yeah. They don't have either. Caitlin's not good off the ball. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you want Caitlin Clark, if you want Caitlin Clark to play like Steph Curry, she's not going to look good because she's not Steph Curry. She's not good. Because the New York Liberty are attacking harder. The refs haven't been bad. There's been no, other than Caitlin Clark getting shoved by Natasha Howard in the corner. I don't think there's been any other situation. We have 426 likes. We can get to 500, can't we? We can get to 500 likes, can't we? Honestly, just run the pick and roll every possession. Just run the D'Antoni offense. Why are they trying to like reinvent the wheel? Run what D'Antoni runs. Run 7 seconds. Initiate the offense with a wing pick and roll. Get Caitlin Clark dribbling the ball from the wing and attacking right. Just run the D'Antoni. Like, it's not hard. She's closer to Nash than she is to Steph Curry. Alyssa Thomas did not want to play in Indiana. If the Fever could have gotten Alyssa Thomas instead of Natasha Howard, they would have gotten Alyssa Thomas. They didn't have the trade pieces to get Alyssa Thomas. Congratulations, Kelsey Mitchell. You passed the ball and we hit a 3. Congratulations, Kelsey. Suns D'Antoni. Caitlin Clark is not James Harden. Suns D'Antoni. What happened to refusing screens? What happened to this team refusing screens? They've just stopped. Good pass. Good pass. That's a good shot, Kelsey. We live with that. She's out of bounds. They're going to give Caitlin Clark a turnover for that, aren't they? No, at least they gave Kelsey Mitchell the turnover. If they gave Caitlin Clark a turnover for Kelsey Mitchell standing out of bounds. Oh my God. What the hell is wrong with her? Oh my God. That's not even close. Jeez, I'm watching her shooting at halftime. She's bricking at halftime. The team can't win if she doesn't shoot threes, though. No, they didn't give Caitlin a turnover from Kelsey spotting up out of bounds. There's something serious. Like, this Fever team is not better than last year. They're better at the start of last year. They're not better than they were post Olympic break. Like, we are watching Kelsey Mitchell taking the ball up. Good take, Kelsey. Okay, good shot. Just give it time. They look worse than last year. How much time? And there's no more Nalissa Smith excuse. Nobody's running. Caitlin literally, they had one. Caitlin was there and they had 5 players back before Caitlin did anything. Nobody's running. Nobody's running. What happened there? What the hell happened there? Did Caitlin get an assist or who threw the pass? Why is nobody running? Why is nobody running? Good pass, Caitlin. Worst case scenario is a jump ball. Clark hype is over. If this is the Caitlin Clark has 5 more games of this and then it's done. It's done. The WNBA goes back to being an irrelevant league if there's 10 more games of this. If there's 5 more games of this. Good take, Lexi. Good take. Thank you. Caitlin Clark 22 Showtime. I don't even know if you can call this the Showtime Fever. That's just a bad pass. That's just a bad pass. Like, it is what it is. Caitlin's going to set a turnover record here. That's just an ass pass. No, Caitlin frustrated is just not. When Caitlin's frustrated, she's not a good player. Like, she's not. Look, there's still plus with her on the floor. She's not been the worst player for this team. She's not been Natasha Howard or Kelsey Mitchell bad. But, like, she's not been good. Talking about the Fever are losing by 30. Like, they've been shocking. Guys, what do you think is going to happen before the end of the game? Do you think Caitlin's going to miss more threes and have turnovers, or turnovers to miss threes? Chat, leave in the comment section below. Good defense. Great defense, Natasha Howard. Terrible call. Actually, you know, wait. Great call. She's on 4 fouls. Get her off the floor. Great call, referee. I'll give up the 2 points to have her off the floor. Great call. Was definitely not a foul. Wasn't even close to being a foul. But, you know, great call. Not even close to being a foul. It's being challenged. No! No, we need to lose this. We need to lose this. It's not even close to being a foul. We need to lose this. We need her off the floor. We need to lose this game. I'm sorry, we need to win this game. Just get her off the floor. If who's so bad? Caitlin is, yes. Caitlin has missed. No, she's 0 for 11 from 3. Not quite 0 for 12. Don't think it's a foul. I want it to be a foul. We want it to be a foul. If it's a foul, it means she's off. Imagine if Caitlin Clark was even 2 for 6 from 3. They're tied in this game. That's the crazy thing. Her decision making's been worse. I don't mind aggressive turnovers that much. Like, everything, her passing out of pick and roll has been exceptional. Everything out other than that. I think it's just off. I don't think her decision making's been dumb. They're all right. Like, they're all passes that are there. It's not like she's throwing the ball with no one anywhere near. She's doing. 3 of her turnovers have been her doing dumb shit. 3 of her turnovers have been players not catching the ball. You don't root for a foul to pull someone off. I'm rooting for a foul to pull somebody off. I'm rooting for a foul to pull somebody off. Natasha Howard, who has played neither end of the floor. Like, you're looking, Clark's 0 in the plus minus, Holes +1, Kelsey Mitchell's -11. Sophie Cunningham is -10, and it was -10 in the minutes when she was on without Caitlin. No, it was great defense by Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard's fine defensively. She's just a non-factor on offense. Christie's side's not coaching was better than this. I'm not even joking when I say this. Replace the coach with a random fan from the stands and just let the players do what they want. And let the players do what they want and get the ball into Caitlin's hands, and they're playing better than this. Successful challenge. Okay, Fever at least have the ball. I don't know. Are they out of shape or are they slow? Caitlin Clark's turnover average is going to go up after this game. That's all I'm going to say. That's Howard staying on. The only time the Fever look good is in the Aaliyah Boston Caitlin pick and roll. Nothing else no other action looks good for him. Okay. Wow. Lexi Hull's keeping them in this game. This is the Lexi Hull show. Angie draws a charge. Oh my god. Oh my god. If they somehow win without Caitlin Clark, like, imagine what this team's going to look like. How many fouls is John Quell on? She's only on 3. I think it's hard. It's very, very hard to win a moving screen challenge. Yeah, I'm like, you can't like reverse that call. Like, I actually don't like the call. I don't think it's a moving screen, but it's not enough that you can reverse the call. Challenge unsuccessful. Yeah, fair enough. Does she have her 4th foul? Or is that 3rd? Why would you call that on someone's 3rd foul, though? Lexi Hull legitimately draws 2 offensive fouls a game on screens. Because Lexi runs through screens. If you watch Lexi Hull, she runs over every single screen. She gets hit on so many of them. She gets hit on so many screens. I'm not giving Caitlin Clark an out that she's sick. I'm not doing that. Go pass to Aaliyah. That's what we need. That's what we need. The Caitlin Clark Aaliyah Boston pick and roll. That's how they're going to win the game. She has 21 points. I think 16 of them have been assisted by Caitlin Clark. Not good defense, Caitlin. Not good defense. Aaliyah, go set the screen, please. Let's see. They didn't replay it. Probably is, you know. Realistically, 80% of screens, if a referee really wants to, they can call them as a moving screen if a screen connects. They've been 100 times better with DeWanna Bonner on the floor. DeWanna Bonner, I don't care that she scored what. Good steal, Kelsey. There we go. So much good with so much bad with Kelsey Mitchell. There's so much good. And if you guys agree, subscribe and leave a like if you guys agree. They're not in the bonus yet, are they? We can't... What do you think? Do you think we can get the 600 likes on this? Think we can get the 600? Caitlin Clark has not scored since the first quarter. She's 0 of 6 since the first quarter. Or 0 of... She was 2 of 2 to start the game. Good defense, DeWanna. It's unlucky. That doesn't look like a foul. What, Oh, yeah, she got it. She had her left arm. She had her left arm. That is a foul. Like, yeah, Caitlin's +2 with 9 assists still here. Like, a bad game is being positive and a plus-minus with 9 assists, so. Oh. It's unlucky. They put Kennedy Burke on Caitlin. Oh, for God's sake. Good tip, Duana. This offense looks like they're just standing around watching. It's a foul. Good take, Lexi. Good take. They're just kind of stop. Caitlin 2 of 10. Jesus. She's missed her last 11 threes. Yep. Aiden Clark looks washed. I mean, she looks less. She looks. By the way, of all the rookies from last year's class, she's the least washed of them all. She's the least washed of them all. The last one was long. I don't mind the last one. But of her 11 that she's missed, 8 of them haven't been close. So she's guarding Maureen Johannes, who shoots a step-back fall-away 3. Nearly airballs it. Of course, they get the rebound. Good board. Look to your right. Look to your right. Look to your right. Lexi's there. Good pass. We'll live with that. We'll live with that. That is a smart play. Going out. Clearly going out. Caitlin Clark injured her wrist in the first Dream game. She can still shoot well enough in warm-ups. Tie game? And a single-double, I guess. Single-double in the third quarter. Oh, the dolphin noise. The yodeling's back. Is that now a thing now? Is the yodeling now a thing that's going to happen? Good foul. Good foul. We live with that foul. The yodeling's back. Splash Sisters are Lexi and Kelsey right now. Kelsey Mitchell's got 15. She's so much better off the ball than on the ball, though. Oh my God, they have the lead. Oh, what a finish. Let that start it off. Let that start it. Possibly a foul. That's a great take. That is a fantastic take there. Oh my God, that is a serious take. I mean, if she could just use her left hand, it wouldn't have been that difficult, but still, serious take. Oh my God, that's what you need. Good free throw. When Curry misses threes, he started driving. Yeah. There's so much. Caitlin Clark with Sophie Cunningham. Like, if you want to play her off the ball, it has to be with Sophie Cunningham. Looks for the clear out. Oh, good pass. Good passing. That is it. That is the ball movement we need. Good job. Get the ball in Caitlin Clark's hands, and even if she's not scoring, good things happen. Let her get rhythm. She makes good decisions when she is in rhythm. Fever ball. That is what you need. Aaliyah Boston, unbelievable game. 23 points from her. Unbelievable. Hey! I haven't seen it yet. I just saw the score and scrolled down. I happened to be on box score. And one! So she's got 13 and 10 points going into the fourth quarter in a stinker. It's a bit of a stinker, and she has 13 and 10 going into the fourth. Like, that's all we got to say. The refs haven't been bad either way. They've not been bad either way. The Liberty just can't. They can't hit a shot. DeWanna Bonner has been a huge player. Keep your head up, Caitlin. Keep your head up. Live with it. Live with it. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. She's going to get the call. The next time that happens, she's getting the call. Nope, that's clean. That's as clean as it gets. Great block by Stewie. But next time this happens, she's going to get a foul on it. Nothing's on. Yeah. Like, what the hell? I don't even know what that was. Like, how many times have they just... That was clean. Unbelievable block. Another turnover. Well, I'm sorry when they don't run the end line play. That's the third time this season there's been a turnover on an end line play where nobody's open. Like, they draw up the worst... Unless there's a wide open layup off a Fever end line play, it is the worst end line plays I've ever seen that are being drawn up. Good defense. Going out. If anything, Caitlin was... Yeah, but it's not... Like, look, that's not an offensive foul. That's not an offensive foul. If we're being honest, that's not an offensive foul. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What? Oh my god. That is crazy. Even in a bad game for Caitlin Clark, she has 16 and 10 going into the fourth quarter. They're up 8. I couldn't give a flying F-U-C-K about the turnovers. Even in a bad game, she has 16 and 10 going into the fourth. Oh my God. Caitlin Clark plus 14. Plus 14. And she's missed 2 minutes. She's got 8. She got 8 straight points. 1 more turnover for the triple-double. Yep. I don't even care. I am 100%, by the way, and I mean this. If she has 1 more turnover, I am titling the video. Caitlin Clark triple-double. I don't care. If they win. If they lose, I'm not. That sounds bad. This is the most obvious who gives a damn about turnovers game. That was an NBA Street 3. Yep. Thank you so much for the $10, Courtney. But to be fair, no, turnovers, it depends on the turnovers. Like, there's aggressive, there's passive turnovers, there's dead ball, there's live ball turnovers. Like, this is also why Caitlin Clark off the ball needs to stop, because Caitlin, when she gets rhythm, is a different level. When she gets into rhythm, this is why they're really interviewing Caitlin Clark going into the fourth, really. She got, no, right before the 4-point play, she got the weird 360 reverse layup. Like 2 possessions earlier. Yeah, the 1-on-3 layup because no one ran with her. And then suddenly she has, 9 straight points for the team? Yeah, she has 9 straight points. And also, the Liberty can't do the shot. The Liberty can't do the shot right now. That does help. That very much does help. The Liberty can't do the shot. Oh, Natasha Harrod's back in the game. Good defense. Good stop. And they walk the ball up the floor. Just sprint. Oh, good cut. Let's go, Sophie. To Aaliyah. That is what we need. Movement. Terrible, Kelsey Mitchell. Good board, Aaliyah. Okay, Natasha Harrod with the layup. We'll take it. The Fever up 10. Oh! Come on, Kelsey! Oh, for God's sake, Kelsey! Big board, Caitlin. Big board. Kelsey's there. She's got a layup. Good cook, Kelsey. Oh, great pass, Kelsey. That's what happens when you pass the ball. You know what, Natasha Harrod? You proved me wrong. Great job staying in this game. It's like they forgot how to play basketball. It's like the Liberty have scored 13 points in 13 minutes. It's not like the Fever are playing defense. They're just missing. Oh my God. What was the halftime speech? Leave them open. They're going to start missing. Leave them all open. DeWanna Bonner, you are a legend of the game. DeWanna Bonner, plus 12. Caitlin Clark, plus 18. Even Kelsey Mitchell is a plus right now. Oh my God. Mitchell missed that layup. Yeah, if Mitchell made that layup. By the way, Caitlin Clark's second half, like that was the, like that's the thing with Caitlin Clark, is that like she can play very, by her standards, drop a stinker, and then out of nowhere, boom, boom, boom. Like, and then plus 18 on the floor. How many turnovers did the team have? That's the question. 10, 11, 12, 13. The team only has 13 turnovers. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. She has 15 turnovers. She's plus 18 on the floor. She's plus 18 against the New York Liberty. Like, if the Fever come out 3-1 from this stretch, they're all good. They're all good. I called Liberty by 20 before this game. Turnovers may cost her MVP. Did not. I repeat. Did not. And that's... They only have 6 points off turnovers. The Fever have 20. That is the difference between a dead ball and a live ball turnover. Dead ball turnovers lead to just a normal offense. Live ball turnovers lead to layups. Didn't cost... Russell Westbrook and James Harden won MVP while leading the league in turnovers. Magic Johnson won MVP while leading the league in turnovers. Oh, they scored. Damn. Unbelievable shot from Jonquil. We live with that. Are they in a trap? Oh, the throw's in there, of course. Why? Why did you dribble into a foot on the line long two? Thank you, Sophie. And Natasha Howard just caught the ball from out of bounds, did she? Or did Sophie throw it at Howard? Bonner is plus. DeWanna Bonner's been fantastic here. She's been fantastic. Get Natasha Howard out of there, please. Just get her out of there. Get Natasha Howard out of there. Just get her off the floor. Get DeWanna Bonner in with Aaliyah Boston. That is the best lineup. Get that lineup back in the game. Like, you just don't. You just don't want... You do not want Natasha Howard. Why the hate on Howard? It's just not the right game for her. DeWanna Bonner was unbelievable. And they took DeWanna Bonner off, and all of a sudden, like, oh, she passed to Howard already out of bounds. It's nothing to do with Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard won the last game. I agree with that. But DeWanna Bonner is also a big reason why they're winning this game. Like, without DeWanna Bonner, they're playing a zone, and Natasha Howard scores again. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Good job. Should Angel play for a different team besides Chicago? I have no idea. I don't think Angel on a really good team would look great. It's good defense. Oh, of course, long rebound. Mega travel. Did she dribble there? That's really bad, but that's another turnover from Natasha Howard. Like, they're up. Natasha Howard's a minus, by the way. Natasha Howard's a -4 on the floor. Like, DeWanna Bonner One of Sophie Cunningham and Lexi needs to play the 4 the rest of this game. Dewana Bonner needs to play the 4. They're going to lose this game. Good board, Aaliyah. It's a foul. And Natasha Howard goes and blows a layup. Like, she's been a net negative today. She's been a major net negative. Like, not even close. Great foul, Caitlin. Good foul on the floor. Like, Natasha Howard, you have to take Natasha Howard off this game. You have to take her out of this game. Like, every single time a kind of game, and suddenly it's a 4-point game. Like, you build up a 12-point lead with Natasha Howard on the bench, and you then bring her, you keep her on the floor, and suddenly it's 4. And Natasha Howard just gets caught on that one again. She has been the reason. She has been at fault for every single score from the New York Liberty. Their last 10 points have all come from mistakes from Natasha Howard. Every single one of them. And I understand she scored a few baskets. Every one of their last 10 points has come from a mistake from Natasha Howard in the defensive end. Aaliyah Boston's foul there, yeah. Bonner can't handle the pace. There's 5 minutes to go. They're going to lose this game. Unlucky take by Aaliyah. They're going to lose this game. Jonquil's so good. She's so good. You take Dewana Bonner off when you're up 12 and all of a sudden it's 1. How the hell you blow a 10-point lead? You stop doing what got you the 10-point lead. We saw it from Christy Sides. You stop doing what got you the 10-point lead. You take off the players that got you the lead. You take off the players that get you the lead and you try to dribble the ball out. This is Christy Sides. She is Christy Sides. The team's trying to dribble the ball out for 8 minutes. And all of a sudden it's nothing. She is Christy Sides. Like, there's no difference. She's Christy Sides, who interviews a bit better. It's a game of runs. You don't get the lead by pushing the tempo and walk the ball up the floor. The run also started with Kelsey Mitchell going at the point. You're not wrong with that. You're not wrong with that. But how did the Fever get back in the game? You look at how the Fever got back in the game and how the Fever took the lead, and then you say, you know what? We're in the lead. Let's try to hold it. Like, Christy Sides was a terrible basketball coach, by the way. She was a terrible coach. Like, Caitlin Clark has not taken a shot. Oh no, she's taken one. She's taken one shot in that lead. Missed layup. They're not easy layups, in fairness to them. To them, they're not easy. If you guys agree this is crazy, subscribe. Subscribe, obviously. We're trying to hit 600 and 700 likes by the end of this timeout. Yeah, you're right. Her last shot, she did miss her last shot. How many games are we going to let... How many games did Christy Sides cost the team last year? 1 against the Chicago Sky. Like, we actually might be in a situation where... Like, we might actually be in a situation where where Stephanie White loses the Fever more games than Christy Sides does in her first 4. How many games? Christy Sides lost them 7 games. Playoffs, 2. So all of a sudden, Kelsey Mitchell running the pick and roll. Ball goes that one side. At least they made a right swap by putting DeWanna Bonner in the game. Kelsey Mitchell shoots a dribble, setback 3. They don't swing the ball. The ball, let's count the rest of the game. How many times the ball is reversed? How many times the ball is reversed for the rest of this game? I'm going to rewatch that game. And I don't give a damn. I'm going in on Stephanie White. Stephanie White is the reason. That's a great shot by Jonquel. That's a great shot by Jonquel. How many times the ball gets reversed? They want to run a motion offense, but they don't reverse the ball. Caitlin, great pass to Aaliyah. Aaliyah's got to be more aggressive than that. Leah, you can't be passive. Everyone's just standing there watching. Reversing the ball is on Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, nobody on this team's reversing the ball. Caitlin Clark, as a freaking pick and roll point guard, her job's not to reverse the ball. That is not her job. Caitlin Clark has now gone back to shooting guard, and we've seen Kelsey Mitchell brick. Caitlin Clark off the ball equals bad offense. We see dumb shit every single possession that Caitlin Clark is off the ball. That's good defense. It's not a block. They won the last game with Caitlin Clark off the ball. Yeah. Because the Atlanta Dream stunk it up. The Atlanta Dream absolutely stunk it up. They lost this. There's one reason and one reason only they lost this game to Stephanie White. Like, every player is going to do bad things. Every player is going to miss shots. Every player is going to do certain things. Like, Stephanie White is the reason why they're losing this game. Good defense, Caitlin. Big board, Bonner. Come on. Caitlin takes a dump. That's exactly what Caitlin's problem is. She doesn't touch the ball for a lot, and then she does dumb shit. When you let Caitlin play in rhythm, she does smart shit. When you don't give her the ball, she does dumb shit. That is the problem. And as a coach, you have to know that about your players. You have to know Kelsey Mitchell does dumb shit when she has the ball, taking it up. You have to know when Caitlin Clark does not have the ball enough, she starts doing dumb shit. As a coach, you have to know that about your players. That is your fault, Stephanie White. It is not your players' fault for doing what they do. It is your fault as a coach for deciding you think Caitlin Clark is Kelsey Mitchell is a point guard, and you think Caitlin Clark can be a fucking player that does well in limited touches. That is your fault, Stephanie White. All of this is your fault, Stephanie White. All of this. Like, how do you not know the tendencies of your own team? You played against them. You coached against them. You called their games. Unbelievable shot, Sabrina. What the hell happened to the lead? Stephanie White. Stephanie White happened to the lead. Caitlin chucks up shots when she doesn't touch for a while. Everyone knows that. And it's not even when she doesn't shoot for a while, when she doesn't have the ball in her hands. She's unbelievably unselfish. What a take by Caitlin Clark. Oh my God. There's a difference. The Liberty just missed shots. The Fever started doing dumb shit. There's a big difference between missing shots and doing dumb shit. Yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul. Oh my God. At least you can look and think Caitlin had a better game. She's still 18 and 10, I guess. Give us one, Sabrina. Give us one. Give us one, Sabrina. I know you're a choke artist, Breanna. We saw game 5 of the finals. We know you're a choke artist. Give us one. Let's go! Give us one! Sign the Filipino card, Breanna. I mean, not wrong. Oh for 2, baby! Let's go! Choke artist, Breanna. Choke artist. Give Caitlin the ball and do smart stuff. Oh, yeah, they ran the double stagger. Okay, John Quell's on Caitlin. Do not shoot the 3. Okay, Kelsey's there. What a pass! Oh, it's unlucky. It's good defense. That's an unbelievable pass. Great foul, Caitlin. Fantastic foul, Caitlin. They're in the bonus. Damn. They're in the bonus. That's not a good foul. I would have said good foul if they weren't in the bonus. And it wasn't a potentially overtime game. AB was fouled, no call. Yeah, I know, but like, that's refs for you. That's refs for you. Give us one. Just give us one. Nope. If it goes to overtime, Caitlin will be fouled out, probably. Why is Bonner playing? She has been... What's she plus? She's plus 9. She's leading the team plus minus. Like, it was the insistence on playing Natasha Howard that lost the game. And like, Aaliyah Boston has missed 5 of her last 6 shots, so... Alright, I'm not looking at my stream or anything once this game comes back. DeWanna Bonner's been fantastic today. AB got fouled into him. I actually agree with that. I actually do agree with that, to be fair. She did get hacked on 2 of those layups. She has the worst whistle in the entire WNBA, by the way. Aaliyah can look at somebody and it's a foul, and she'll get hacked and it's not a foul. Fever can't handle clutch times. Why did they do the last game? Draw one up. If I see Natasha Howard on the floor. If I see Natasha Howard on the floor. Like, both losses have been on Stephanie White. Like, I just assume they're gonna lose this. Okay, I'm not looking at my screen. I'm just watching the game. Okay, pick and roll. They just ran. Lexi and Aaliyah ran into each other. Aaliyah got fouled. Thank you for calling it. New York Liberty getting John Quell. They got John Quell for Beck Allen. They got John Quell Jones for Beck Allen, lads. Did you miss a free throw? No, they got John Quell for Beck Allen. John Quell is 26. John Quell has been the best player on the floor for either team, including Aaliyah, to be fair. Okay, Aaliyah, just give us one. Honestly, give us one. I want you to score 2, but if you give us 1, I'm happy. I'm all good with that. I'm okay with you giving us 1. That's the first. That's good. That's good. It's exactly what we want to see. Are they going to use a reset with 118? Are they going to use a reset? Just, even if you miss this one, we're fine. You're fine. We're going to be in the game. They're not going to hit a 3 on this play. We're going to be fine. 2 for 2. Good shot, Aaliyah. That's what we need. That's what we need. OT. I trust the Fever in OT. Fever only went to overtime once last year, didn't they? Sabrina for 3. Choke artist, Sabrina Ionescu. Go downhill, Caitlin. Great pass, Caitlin. Good take. Unlucky. Caitlin, do not foul. Whatever you do, do not foul. Breanna. You choke artist, Breanna. Go 2 for 1. Go 2 for 1. Go 2 for 1. Go 2 for 1. Get downhill here. Aaliyah, just go get her on a drag. Go get her on a drag. Aaliyah, don't. Oh, good. Good look by Aaliyah. Good look. Really good game by Aaliyah Boston. Oh. Sabrina Ionescu is a choke artist. She is a choke artist. There's no other ways to describe that. Sabrina Ionescu is a choke artist. And if you guys agree, subscribe. If we can somehow get the 47.3k by the end of this stream, that'd be insane. And also, lads, there's 2,000 of you guys in here. Can we get to 1,000 likes? Can we get to 1,000 likes? If we could, that would be unbelievable. We can get to 800 by tip-off. That would be great. You have to not, Caitlin, you cannot give Caitlin the inbounding shot here. Here's a play, Caitlin Clark run. Okay, Caitlin has just looked away from Stephanie White. She looks confused. Caitlin is inbound this damn ball, isn't she? Caitlin's inbounding this damn ball, isn't she? You don't have to give it to Caitlin Clark, but you have to at least let her be a decoy. You cannot have her inbounding the ball. Because at least if she's playing, they might throw a double team at her off the ball. So at least if you have her doing something, they might leave somebody else open to double team. She's inbounding the ball! Run the fake handoff. Worst case scenario, run the fake handoff. She's inbounding the ball. Handoff, good. Good. She's got the switch onto John Quell. Is she going to shoot it? Side step 3. Great job, Aaliyah. Okay, that's okay. They still have the jump ball. They still have a chance. That's fine. We live with that shot. Aaliyah never wins a jump ball, though, does she? Ever. She just won a jump ball. To Aaliyah. You don't need to go to Caitlin here. Someone's got to do something. That's not a foul? That's not a foul? That's not a foul? Great play move by Caitlin. They hacked her. They didn't go near the ball. They just hacked her. They just hacked the one upon her. But, like, they might have been all ball, but they literally jumped through her. They jumped through her. You can't jump through somebody's body. Like, that was an unbelievable play by Caitlin. An unbelievable play by Caitlin and Duana Bonner. Doesn't matter who's there. They literally hacked her. It does not matter what happened. You can't make a layup. They jumped through her back. They just hacked her. There was not even a... Like... They didn't even attempt to go for the ball. She just got hacked. Oh my God, that is a hack. That's not even close. You know it's bad when Skip Bayless is tweeting about it. Skip Bayless is tweeting about it. You even got Skip Bayless tweeting about that BS. It's a layup. That's not a foul! She just jumped on the ground! There's no foul. It's not even close to being a foul. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is rigged. This is rigged. This is rigged. Why not challenge it? It's clearly not a foul. This is rigged. It's fine. It doesn't have to go to Caitlin. But you have to at least use your gravity here. What the hell is this? What? What? Also, what was the play? What was that play Stephanie White ran? What was that play? Oh my God, this is rigged. This is rigged. She got yanked, fell on her hip. That's a hack! That's a hack! That's a hack! Oh my God, they hacked Luana Bonner and they hacked Caitlin Clark. They are both hacks. They are both hacks. They hacked Fever twice and then there was a phantom foul called on Sabrina Ionescu. Like, we literally... 2 hacks not called for Indiana. Oh my God. And a phantom foul. Foul winning New York the game. What a game. They've done a great job of rigging this. They've done a great job of rigging this league. The league, they're not even being subtle. They're not even being subtle. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. They're not even close. This wasn't even close to being there. And Stephanie White, why did you not challenge the phantom foul? Why did you not challenge the phantom foul? Oh my God. Like, why did you not challenge it? It would have been given. You had the ball. You had the ball. You know it's bad. You know it's bad when Skip Bayless is calling the league rigged. You know it's bad when Skip Bayless is calling the league rigged. Oh my God. You've got Skip Bayless calling it out. You've got Skip Bayless calling it out. This is the most embarrassing way I've seen it. She got literally 2 hands on her hips as she goes up, threw her hand and got a bit of the ball. Neither of them. And secondly, they called Stephanie White. Why did you not challenge the phantom foul to lose the game? They made a dumb play. They made the dumbest play I've ever seen. Like, Sabrina Ionescu does the dumbest thing I've ever seen by going for a one-leg floater with no one anywhere near her. She knows something's gone wrong and just jumps on the ground. And jumps on the ground. But whatever about the Caitlin Clark one, she got fouled about 4 times and then the ball was gotten. Natasha Cloud went nowhere near the ball. Like, she went nowhere near the ball. She just jumped through Luana Bonner's back on a game winner. Caitlin Clark makes an unbelievable play. An unbelievable play to get in. And by the way, if you guys think this is ridiculous, we got 2,000 people here. We can get to 1,000 likes, right? We can get to 1,000 likes. We can get the 47.3K subscribers for this. This is ridiculous. Caitlin Clark comes in, gets in, draws the help from John Quill, gets to the Duana Bonner, and gets plowed through her back. There's a timeout called. You have a timeout. You have a timeout to call the phantom foul. This is what happens. Is this what happened? No. Like, and by the way, this, like, I just saw this. This was a defensive foul. This was given as a defensive foul earlier in the game. That was given as a defensive foul. Like, Stewie just ran through her. And I don't even mind that. Like, how do you call the softest foul in history on Lexi Hull because Breanna jumps on the ground, and literally, the Fever have a chance to win the game, to go up 2, they jump through her back. Caitlin Clark shooting a shot, and Natasha Howard does the dumbest thing she can possibly do by fouling Caitlin Clark on a 3-point shot, and you ignored it. Like, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. And also, by the way, Stephanie White, you're not getting off the hook for this. What the hell was this inbounds play? What the hell is this? That's twice in a row. Caitlin gets the ball here on an inbounds play with no one anywhere near her. What the hell is that, Stephanie White? You're not getting off the hook for this either. You lost that game. Obviously, the referee screwed them. But what the hell is that, Stephanie White? That's twice. That is twice you have drawn up nonsense. You have the team working nonsense. Earlier on in the game, they have a bit of a lead. End line plays, nothing. End line plays, absolutely, like, how many times have the Indiana Fever turned the ball over on end line plays because everyone's just running nowhere? That's on you, Stephanie White. You're not getting off the hook for this either. You got very lucky. You got very, very lucky. You got very lucky that the referees screwed up more than you did. Because otherwise, that is a Stephanie White disaster class. An absolute Stephanie White disaster class. Like, the only thing that was working for this team was the Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston pick and roll. You just stopped going to it. It's the only thing that was working. Do you want to know what wasn't working? Playing Natasha Howard. You have a 12-point lead. Let's put Natasha Howard on the floor, and her being at fault. And by the way, Natasha Howard was great the last game. Not her game. Being at fault for about 7 consecutive baskets. Being directly at fault. Kelsey Mitchell, she's not a point guard. Caitlin Clark's not a shooting guard. If you want to play Caitlin Clark as shooting guard, she's going to be garbage. If you want to play Kelsey Mitchell point guard, she's going to be garbage. Simple as that. I'm sorry, no, but like, you don't... Imagine if Kobe was told to be a pass first player, or Steve Nash was told go stand in that corner. Like, but either way, the referees are like, we're embarrassing. Fever were completely robbed in that game. The Fever, literally, the game ends. No matter what anyone says up to that point, the game ends with Duana Bonner getting hacked with 8 seconds to go. Duana Bonner getting hacked. Not even an attempt at the ball. No attempt at the ball. They jump through her back. Duana Bonner got hacked. Then they come down. A dumb shot happens. Sabrina Ionescu jumps on the ground, and somehow Sabrina Ionescu gets free throws. And then Caitlin Clark gets fouled on a 3-point shot. No call. 3 consecutive possessions, regardless of what happened other than that in the game. 3 consecutive possessions. All 3 bad calls in a row. And by the way, if it was a tie game, I wouldn't mind not calling the Natasha Cloud foul. Because she grabbed Caitlin's hip, she hit Caitlin as she's rising up, and then got the ball. I don't mind it if you're like, you know what, we don't want to decide the game on that foul. But when you have just decided a game on a phantom foul, you have to call it. Like, there is a 50-50 foul, whether it's Caitlin Clark on that last one. A blatant hack, something that I'm not saying it was flagrant, but it's closer to flagrant than a no call, and you let it go with 7 seconds to go. Then you call a phantom foul. You have to call the phantom foul the other end. You cannot decide the game. The referees decide that game. And you can say, oh, but like, these players missed a shot, these players did. Both players missed a shot. Players miss shots. Referees get paid to ref, and they can't do that properly. You get paid to ref. And if you say, oh, the game wasn't decided by that. When a game is tied and it's a 2-possession game, yeah, it was decided by that. You literally have people yelling challenge. It is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. The Fever team, furious post-game. Absolutely furious. Because, like, 3 consecutive bad calls lost to Fever that game. And 2 of the 3 calls Again, the Natasha Cloud foul on Caitlin Clark. Look, you can see why, okay, physical basketball, not calling that. You let a hack go and call the phantom foul. This is what refs do. This is what these useless refs do. The WNBA hired people to improve their referees. And how have they gotten worse this year? How have they gotten worse? They've gotten worse, lads. They have gotten worse. And it is an absolutely embarrassing. And by the way, this is for the New York Liberty team that won a title on Breanna Steward doing this. She caught the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dribble. Let me go up with it. Get cleanly blocked. Foul. They won the title because Breanna Steward took 7 steps, put the ball down, then got fouled, and the referees didn't have the challenge. And there was no point Stephanie White challenging because we know it's rigged. We know it's rigged. There's no point in Stephanie White challenging a phantom call. Let's be real. There's no point. She can challenge it. She can challenge it because at the end of the day, and also we can't forget, a possession or 2 possessions before DeWanna Bonner got hacked, Aaliyah Boston got hacked. Caitlin Clark made the best pass of the game to Aaliyah Boston for a layup, and they just went through her back. 2 possessions earlier, there was a hack not called. Didn't even go near her. Like, they didn't even go near the ball. So, like, obviously, DeWanna Bonner Aaliyah Boston is just confused and they go down and score. And the worst part is, until about 3 minutes to go, the referees weren't bad at all. They weren't bad. They called some BS both ways. They weren't bad at all. But how do you create 4? How do you have 4 consecutive missed calls in the last minute of a game, all against one team? 3 blatant, and 1 pretty bad call. 3 blatant bad calls and 1 game deciding no call that was a foul. How do you do that? How do you do that in 5 possessions? 5 possessions, 4 bad calls. 5 possessions, 4 bad calls. All against one team in a close game, they lose. All 4, the team who literally won the finals because the referees rigged it. Like, it's a fact. It's a fact. And I'm not going to lie. When we're talking about the game, let's break down the actual game right here. It was a tale of 2 halves for the Indiana Fever. The first half, I got to say, fair play to Aaliyah Boston, keeping the Indiana Fever in the game. Fair play to them. Fair play to her. Aaliyah did a fantastic job in that game. Aaliyah was the best player for the Indiana Fever. The Caitlin Clark pick and roll with Aaliyah Boston is incredible. And if you guys agree, subscribe. We are trying to hit 50k as soon as we can. We are trying to hit 50k as soon as we can. But like, oh, it is. It is. It was an awful game. It was an awful game. And for the Indiana Fever, look, the first half was a domination by the Liberty. Sabrina Ionescu was unbelievable in the first half. Breanna Stewart was iffy the whole game. She was good in the first half, to be fair. Natasha Cloud was fantastic. Natasha Cloud all around was fantastic, I have to say. Brilliant in the first half. They could not live with Natasha Cloud. First half for the Fever, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull played well. They played well. Natasha Howard was absolutely non-existent. Thank you so much, Ed, for the $2. Natasha Howard was non-existent in the first half. Caitlin had a unbelievably good first quarter. She had 7.6 assists in the first quarter. She looked unbelievably good. She then had a really, really bad second quarter, like an uncharacteristically bad second quarter. Like, she was horrendous. She was horrendous. And the problem is that, like, if we're going to be honest, and in the third quarter, Caitlin took over by herself. And Caitlin then went and scored a game-tying basket in the fourth. And the honest truth is about Caitlin Clark is that she is, like, I've said this for a year. Caitlin Clark is she is a flawed basketball player. Caitlin Clark, as a basketball player, has flaws. And one of her big flaws is that she mentally checks in and out of games. She mentally checks in and out of games sometimes. So if she's playing bad, sometimes she checks out. That is a fact. If she's playing bad, sometimes she will check out of a game. And it's not right. It's not something you want. But as a coach, you have to know that. You have to know that. So instead of, giving her the ball and letting them play through her, the Indiana Fever coach decided, you know what, Caitlin's going to go off the ball. Kelsey Mitchell, at one stage, there was a stage in the game where Kelsey Mitchell was where Caitlin Clark played 37 minutes, Kelsey Mitchell played 34. There was a 3-minute spell where Kelsey Mitchell played the point guard without Caitlin Clark on the floor exclusively. The team was minus 10. The team was minus 10 with Kelsey Mitchell a point guard. Kelsey Mitchell a point guard does not work. It does not work. Caitlin Clark a shooting guard does not work. Do you want to know why? Because, by the way, and I'm not saying Caitlin Clark reverses the ball either, I counted in the fourth quarter. And by the way, this is how they lost the fourth quarter. They lost the fourth quarter by playing Christy Sides ball. They tried to dribble out the clock from about 8 minutes to go. They got in the lead by forcing turnovers, playing aggressive, running the floor, being up-tempo, and they tried to dribble the clock out. How many more games are we going to, give Stephanie White credit? Because she's making every one of the same mistakes as Christy Sides does, without having a year where, at least you can see with Christy Sides, she never seen Caitlin Clark play in the WNBA. How can you watch Caitlin Clark play last year and watch the bad of Caitlin Clark, by the way? How can you watch game 1 of the playoffs, the first 4 or 5 games, Atlanta Dream, where they won through Aaliyah Boston? How can you watch those games and think anything other than we need the ball in her hands? Every single coach that's thought about Caitlin is like, put the ball in her hands. Why is it that the only 2 coaches in the world that will take the ball out of Caitlin Clark's hands are Caitlin's 2 coaches? Why are the only 2 players that will take the ball out of her hands? And then the problem is, and this is a big problem with Caitlin Clark. Thank you, Tom, for the $10. When Caitlin Clark is out of rhythm, she tries to shoot her way into rhythm and takes dumb shots. When Caitlin Clark does not touch the ball, she gets annoyed and does something dumb. She tries to do something crazy. And for people saying it was the 10 turnovers, the team turned the ball up until the fourth quarter, by the way. Caitlin had 9 turnovers through 3 quarters. The team turned the ball over 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 times. That's not that bad. That's 4 turnovers a quarter. It's not that bad. Especially in a team that plays up-tempo. 4 turnovers a quarter for an up-tempo team is not bad. It's not bad. Caitlin Clark takes over that game by herself in the third quarter. They get up 12. And what do we see? Kelsey Mitchell playing point guard. They go up 12 from literally Caitlin Clark taking over the game. Caitlin, in fairness, Caitlin was terrible up to that point. But Caitlin takes over the game. So what do? You take the ball out of her hands. Down the stretch, we saw it. As soon as the game gets close again, Caitlin Clark makes 2 potentially game-winning passes. Boston got hacked and Bonner got hacked. It's fine. That's fine. It happens. You can lose a game because of BS referees. But I'm sorry, you're not Stephanie White is not getting off the hook. Christy Sides was terrible. She was absolutely terrible. She hadn't a clue what she was doing. But if you look at points off turnovers, by the way, I'm pretty sure that New York Liberty had 8 points off turnovers. Do you want to know what that means? 8 points off turnovers. Lads. Dead ball turnovers. Her turnovers were aggressive. They were passes out of bounds. It's fine. She was going long. Dead ball turnovers. It's fine. That is... You live with dead ball turnovers. There's a reason why the Fever had much more points off turnovers than the Liberty did, because the Indiana Fever committed live ball turnovers. It was and that's the thing. You live with dead ball turnovers because, do you want to know what Caitlin Clark creates when she's being aggressive? Havoc. There's havoc. This team plays so well up-tempo. This team plays so well when they're running. This team plays so well when they're aggressive. Why did they try to dribble the ball out? They dribbled the ball out from 8 minutes to go. This is Christy Sides. We called out Christy Sides for this. And do you want to know something that's crazy? At least Erica Wheeler was a point guard. At least Erica Wheeler did something. At least she was a point guard. Kelsey Mitchell just goes, meep, and then just runs 1-on-5. Like, it's crazy. And why is it when you need, especially when you're trying to dribble out the clock, why is Natasha Howard in the game? Like, I understand Natasha Howard can play. DeWanna Bonner was their defense. DeWanna Bonner was a big reason why they got that lead. DeWanna Bonner anchored that defense for the lead. And then they went and took DeWanna Bonner off. They took DeWanna Bonner off. Like, why? Why? What's the point? You see what works, you see what gets the lead, and you go and change it for the player who at that point in time was a minus in the plus minus. Like, what are we doing? Every single time Jonquel Jones saw herself on Natasha Howard, it was like when Fee sees Alyssa Smith. It's 2 points. It's a 2 points guaranteed. That was Jonquel Jones whenever she sees Natasha Howard. And that's fine. She's not meant to be able to guard Jonquel Jones. But you want to know what the Indiana Fever have with DeWanna Bonner? IQ on defense, switchability, and because they were running some sort of like big to big screens, a lot of off-ball movement. If DeWanna Bonner gets switched onto Jonquel, it's not as easy a thing, and not as easy a shot. And they chose not to do it. And we can forget about all the referees. The referees at the end of that game, lost that game. The referees lost that game for them. There's no question about it. 4 bad calls consecutively. 4 chances to blow their whistle. 4 bad calls consecutively going against the Indiana Fever. It happens. Referees are going to be bad. But I'm sorry. We did not let Christy Sides off the hook a year ago. Just why? Because Stephanie White was good at Connecticut. She was an incompetent college coach at Vanderbilt. I don't care what she did. I don't care how good she is in interviews. Like, this experiment is not working. And we saw, by the way, third quarter. First quarter, by the way, Caitlin Clark on the ball, 29 points. Second quarter, off the ball, 17 points. Third quarter, on the ball, 30 points. And they started off 4-0 and started the third quarter. They started off 4-0 at the start of the third quarter. So they score 30 and go 4-0 when Caitlin Clark is able to get in her rhythm. And you take the ball out of Caitlin Clark's hands the rest of the game. You score 8 points in 8 minutes. It doesn't work. It does not work. We saw it didn't work last year. You don't need to keep trying stuff that we know doesn't work. You don't have to try to turn Caitlin Clark into something she's not. Caitlin Clark is not Steph Curry. She's more Steve Nash than Steph Curry. Why are you insisting on saying, oh, we're going to play Caitlin Clark like she's Steph Curry? Well, we don't have a Draymond. You don't have a Sean Livingston. You don't have a Klay Thompson. You don't have even a Jaja Pachulia passing center. You don't have these players. Kelsey Mitchell is sometimes Klay, sometimes sometimes the freaking Jamal Crawford of Lou Williams's. Like, it is so annoying looking at this because I'm like, we saw every single thing that did not work for the Fever, and we are seeing the Fever do exactly the wrong things they did last season. Every single flaw with the Fever in the playoffs. Every single reason why the Fever lost to the Sun. Every single reason why her Sun team. Do we not remember Game 2 in the playoffs against the Sun? Caitlin Clark scores or assists on the Indiana's first 20 points. They are winning. Scoring and assisting on the first, scoring and assisting on the first, 18 points. And then Christy Size took her off the ball because she was annoyed that she didn't turn the ball over enough. And the rest of it, there was no point scored for 7 minutes. And then eventually, she has to come back on and start doing stuff. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And Stephanie White can't call a challenge on Lexi Hull because for some reason Natasha Howard runs the pick and go nowhere. When it's the Caitlin Clark and Natasha Howard, it's not a pick and roll, it's a pick and go nowhere. Aaliyah Boston, there's a short roll, there's a hard roll, there's a pop. When Natasha Howard, it's pick and then just walk towards somewhere. And Caitlin Clark got stuck and had to freaking call a timeout. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not letting Stephanie White off the hook. I am not letting Stephanie White off the hook. That was a pathetic coaching performance off the back of a pretty bad coaching performance off the back of a pathetic coaching performance. She has played, she has coached 4 games for the Fever. 1 was against an incompetent Sky team. The other 3 were awful coaching performances. Horrendous coaching performances. Like, what even was that end line play at the end of the game? Sideline play. I understand you have plays, but like, what the hell is that? What is going on? And the funniest thing is that this Indiana Fever team is fun to watch when they play fast. And the funniest thing is, they are good to watch when they play fast. They're good when they play fast. They play well when they play fast. They're fun to watch. They're interesting. Even if Caitlin's not hitting shots, they look fine. Why is their coach trying to slow down a team that only looks good running? They only look good running. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. We had a year of Christie sides. A year of it. We can't do another year of Christie sides. I'm sorry. We cannot go another couple of years with Christie sides. We cannot go because they're not going to fire Stephanie White at the end of this year. Stephanie White talking about let Caitlin be Caitlin. Playing slow does not work for Caitlin Clark. And that's the problem. Caitlin Clark's a flawed basketball player. Caitlin Clark needs a certain system to be good. This team is not going to be good without Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is not good without the system. Play the Caitlin Clark system. Like, yes, if Caitlin Clark is not on this team and all of these other players out there, you could have more success with the way you're coaching. The problem is that this team goes nowhere without Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark goes nowhere with this system. You go where Caitlin Clark takes you. That is how this team is going to be best. That's the only way this team has a chance to win. And this is a game that matters, by the way. It's not Atlanta. These are not the Atlanta Dream. These are not the Atlanta Dream. This game matters. This game matters. But anyway, yeah. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So anyway, lads, I am ending the stream. I'm ending the stream. I am sweating. It is so hot here. It is so hot. But free throws was 10, 17, 24, 26, 28, 32 to 7, 9, 13, 15. It was 32 to 15 on free throws. 32 to 15 on free throws. Yeah, that was it. Anyway.